Hey everybody, welcome back. Today I got a deal for you and a code on a RHINO Rescue IFAK Trauma First Aid Kit. Let's check it out. All right, folks, welcome back. So I know I've shown you a lot of RHINO Rescue stuff. I've been working with them for a little while. I've actually messed around with a lot of their gear. I actually purchased their items before I ever started working with them, showing you their products. And I got to say, I've been pleased so far. There's been absolutely nothing that's given me a hard time, not worked. I actually used some of their gear when I cut my finger really bad years ago, right along here. I don't know if you can see the scar. And it seemed to do the job. So I have confidence in it. I have no problems with it whatsoever. The deal for today, okay, and this deal isn't just for today, but it's a deal that I've got, is a standard version of RHINO Rescue's IFAK Trauma Kit. It's got a lot of stuff in it. We're going to open it up and show you. It is only on Amazon, okay? If you follow the link down below, it's not on their site. This is a special deal for Amazon people only. It's only on their site. And I have a discount code for you as well. So you will save some money on this, and on top of it, get more discount. So you get a discount code plus everything else. So we're going to go into this and show you what it's about. I'm going to tell you quickly about it. This is a very compact survival first aid kit for bleeding control. You got all sorts of stuff in here. Military, Israeli bandages, combat tourniquet, self-adhering bandages, cleaning pads, all sorts of stuff. It does have a 36-inch medical splint. It is very lightweight and reusable and waterproof. You can mold it and cut it to whatever you need it to do. Perfect for immobilizing broken bones, soft tissue injury in an emergency. And it's got 2-inch adhesive bandages to secure the limb from moving anywhere. Okay, it is MOLLE compatible. This is a larger size. It's an upgraded size, 8 inches by 7.5 inches by 3. Can give you enough room for all your IFAK supplies. Plus, if you ever want to stick anything else in there too, there is room in here. It's not one of those kits that you open up and everything's just exploding out of it. There's lots of room inside for extra stuff as well. It does have a rip-away pouch, which I really like. I'm starting to like that on first aid kits on IFAKs, because the nice part about this is you can pretty much put it wherever you really want, okay? You can rip away the pouch on the back and then work with the kit in front of you, and it's much easier to get at. So if we do this, and we just kind of, if this is mounted on here with the MOLLE compatible straps back there, and you just rip this thing away, you can get this thing off your back like that. Of course, I'm doing it in front of the camera and trying not to bump the camera. So there you go. You rip that right off there, and this kit is ready to go. And if you were using this, say, as an independent kit, you just want to keep it in your car, I'd probably take that back patch off too. But it gives you the ability to mount this somewhere maybe not as conveniently reachable on your battle belt or your gear, and just be able to rip it off in an emergency and use it, instead of having to go through it with it mounted back there behind you and dig through and find the stuff you need. You can just tear it off and tear right into it. So what we're going to do, I'm going to get this panel out of the way, is we're going to open it up and show you what's inside. You do have two-way zippers on it, which is very, very nice. In other words, they go either way. You can close it all this way, close it all the other way. Doesn't matter how you want to close it. You do have a hemming strap, which makes the bag very well shaped. This thing is, it keeps its shape nicely. It doesn't fall apart on you or smush down, or, if you put too much stuff in, it doesn't have a weird shape to it. So we're going to go part by part here. I'm going to open it up, put it on its side, and I'm going to show you everything that's in each compartment. All right, the first side here, when you open it up, this will be the part that falls forward, and this is what's inside. You're going to get your emergency Israeli bandage, nasal pharyngeal airway, and this is why I tell people, if you start getting into this IFAK kit type stuff, you want to learn how to use this. I would not recommend putting this down somebody's airway without some kind of training. So definitely get trained, get securing your gear. Next up, we have a tourniquet. I have not opened it yet, but I've used these tourniquets a couple of times now, just testing them, of course. Hopefully no major bleeding here. And they seem to go on fine. I, tied them down and ratcheted them down on my arm, which hurt like heck. So you guys should appreciate what I'm doing for you. But it did seem to work very well. It didn't snap, rip, anything. Again, if you're not sure of the tourniquet, you want to go with a cat rat tourniquet, that's fine. You can always take it out and replace it. No big deal. Wound plasters, aka bandages. You got a bunch of them here. Okay. Emergency blanket. You do have a wooden tongue depressor here. You do have a dry burn dressing, a pair of EMT shears, and these are actually the ones that I demoed in the other video where I was showing you their fold-up version. And again, it's always upgradable. If you don't like these, you can. These do a good job cutting. They're just kind of thin. Of course, you have your triangular bandage. This thing is so useful. Triangular bandages, I'll tell you, we learned when I was taking my CERT class, doing the first aid segment of it, we learned how to use this thing a bunch of different ways. And actually, in the exercise where I was to go out and find somebody, I found somebody with a damaged eye. And we used that. Moves from the training that they showed us. We use this to patch up the eye to get them to first aid. So these definitely have a use. I'd probably put another one of these in here because they do everything. From being a bandage to being a sling to being an eye patch to being a head wound cover. They really work well. So let's put this all back in there and we'll move on to this little section here in the middle. All right, so it's a little out of camera, but you can see it. This is the middle section that kind of folds over here. And this is what goes in there. And again, you can add to this, you can subtract to this, do whatever you want. This is a good starter, I would say. I'd probably add some more alcohol pads, some more BZK. But this is what's in here. You got soap wipes, alcohol pads, sting relief. I'd add some more of those. And BZK, which is an antiseptic scrub. I actually used 2 of these cleaning up from my surgery. And I have right from this kit, I used it. So I know they work because they did clean up and I didn't get any infections. We got burn care here. A little bit of tape, medical tape, CPR face shield. If you are doing mouth to mouth, generally a lot of the training has moved to hands only CPR, where you're just doing the compressions with your hands and not using the breaths. But if you are doing it, you have that there. Safety pins, can't begin to tell you how many uses there are for these safety pins, especially with that triangular bandage. Tons of stuff. You got 2 pairs of gloves. And as I mentioned before, with the eye injury, an eye shield, you will learn how to use that. And again, get training before you use this stuff. Don't think you're going to run out there in the middle of a car accident and just think, well, I bought this kit online, I know what I'm doing, and start, putting on tourniquets if you don't know what you're doing or anything like that. Get some training along with the kit. The kit does come with a whole lot of info, and there is a first aid guide that comes with these. But I would suggest taking a class, even if it's just a basic medical first aid class. And lastly, of course, is your little marker here for the tourniquet. When you put the tourniquet on, once you get it into place and ratcheted down and all sealed up with your windlass, you want to write the time on the tourniquet. So when these people do get to an ER or a doctor, the doctor knows, okay, this has been on for an hour, we're going to take that off right away, or this has been on too long or too short, whatever, and they know. All right, let's move on to the last section of the kit, and we will wrap it up, and I'll let you know about the deal. All right, this is the last part of it. In the center here, you have a splint. These are interesting. If you've never used one, basically they open up and you're able to put limbs in it and seal it up, and it kind of immobilizes whatever is wrong. That's how you'll use it. These are examples here of how to put it around an arm, how to put it around a arm splint using a different method, and then an ankle stirrup splint. So basically you wrap it around like this, and then you take the pieces of Velcro and you put it over the top. This is reusable and washable, so there you go. That's kind of handy to have. You don't normally see that in most IFAKs. Over here, compressed gauze. Very, very good for cleaning up blood, cleaning up injuries, things like that. It is sterile, all set to go. So you can use this on wounds. Of course, all this stuff is sterile. And of course, your elastic crepe bandage. These are pretty normal. You've seen these before. Again, you could help use that, wrap things up, immobilize fingers, any kind of damage or injury from it. This just comes in handy. Wrapping up a Israeli bandage after, it gives you a little bit more absorption, but the most part with these is to secure an area or a splint or whatever. So that's the end of it. That's the whole kit. It's a pretty well thought out, complete IFAK, and it is their standard IFAK trauma kit. This is their standard kit. So you're getting everything inside. You have a choice of colors. I believe it's black, this camo here, and then desert tan. So let's close it up, and I will give you the final information. All right. So as you can see, you got enough MOLLE webbing on there to stick anything else you may need to put on there. You could even stick another tourniquet on the outside of it with a mount. Whatever you want to do, it's definitely ready to go. It is Velcro up the top here, so you can stick anything else you want on there too. I just have what it came with, the original RHINO Rescue sticker there, but you can put whatever you want up there. This is their standard IFAK standard kit. It is on sale for $69.99. Now, if you've priced out some of these IFAKs, you know they're very, very expensive, or they can be. This is a good balance between decent price, decent quality stuff, $70 plus the discount code below will save you 15%. So you can use the discount below. It is only available on Amazon. This is a special they're making available on Amazon. On their site, it's more expensive. So definitely check this out and get yourself some first aid gear. And I also suggest you get yourself some training as well, so you're not bumbling around the first time you have somebody that needs some first aid and you're there. You definitely want to know what you're doing. So definitely check it out. The link will be down below with all our other links, as the code will be as well. You can check out the code down there too. And below that is our Amazon affiliate store. This is not in my Amazon affiliate store. This is a special link for my viewers. The first link there, so it isn't in my store. You want to use the link, the first link there, because that's the link that will get you the discount. Okay, but my Amazon affiliate store, if you're not interested in anything in the store and you just click the link and shop as you normally would, we really appreciate when you do that. Again, nothing in there costs you any extra to do it, so we do appreciate it. Our freeze-dried wholesaler link. I have a video coming up next week that's going to be on freeze-dried wholesalers. I'm going to show you a very unique way of hydrating your food and having a meal ready whenever you need it down the road. So definitely check that out. My code there, my link there, not my code, my link will save you 15% in your cart. I know he is low on a lot of stuff. Just keep checking back. We had a very busy month last month. It was astronomical how busy they were there. He's actually in there helping the crew. So they're trying to get stocked up on everything again. There's no problems. They're just trying to get caught up because you guys cleaned them out last month. Which is good. I'm glad to see more people get prepared. But the link will save you 15% on your order there. Our My Patriot Supply link, that's preparewithiridium.com. We have our 3-month kit. It's on sale this month, $200 off, as well as our 2-week and 3-week kit. 2-week and 4-week kit on the site. You can check it out there. Those also will have some discounts on them. I believe one of them is $50 off. If you don't see anything on that site particularly you like, just click the link where the kits are, and it'll take you to the My Patriot Supply link. And all that other stuff is included on their site. They have everything there. Water filters, you name it. First aid gear, everything. Below that is our Thrive Life freeze-dried food store. My Thrive Life order is coming in, so I'm going to show you what I picked up this month, and we'll check that out too. Anyway, folks, thank you for watching and spending some time with me today. Stay safe and stay prepared.